Hey, hold up, brother Bakari.
Peace there, my good brother.
All right, let me just get this started. Hotep family, this is your brother God Hollywood Jr. coming to you with another exclusive program. And the topic is I'm not satisfied. That's the topic. So let me screen share this real quick. Screen share this. Here we go. But first, I'm going to show you a quick clip. I'm going to show you a couple of clips, and then I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I feel. Okay. There's another clip right here people might be familiar with. Let me see. Share this. Screen share this. Okay, here we go. Where's that? Where's that? There we go.
Break it up. You got what you wanted.
No, I'm not satisfied. To the hospital.
So that's what we gotta be. We gotta be like that. We're not satisfied. We gotta be like that. Let me show you another clip. Everybody's familiar with high learning, right? Now, this clip where people are probably familiar with, where they just beat up a couple of white boys, little Hotep Erica Howard, Hotep Queen. Now, this is the clip where they beat up a couple of skinheads, and they happy they got their glicks in or whatever. But listen what Ice Cube has said. Listen what Ice Cube has said.
They so lucky they caught. I was fit to kill one of the white boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Fucking white boy. See how he sold my shit up? Knuckles all fat shit. Side though, it's so good. Left his ass so bad, his stepmom's gonna feel me for the next 3 birthdays.
Look what his homeboy did to the side of your head.
What you talking about, kid? This shit, he ain't fading nothing over here, though.
One ass whooping, man. They still won.
You heard what he said? He said, one ass whooping and they still won. One ass whooping and they still won. We'll continue. Let's continue. What else? Now, this brother, he was like, well, what's the problem? Why are you acting like that? We won or something like that, he said. And watch what Ice Cube has said. Listen to what Ice Cube has said.
How you figure that, man? Look around you, man. They own this shit. They on this couch you sitting on. Them shoes you got on your feet. This building. This school. This country. You. We're behind enemy lines, dog.
One beatdown and never compared to 439 years of captivity. Never. I don't know shit. Fresh.
This think about that. Think about that. So you have black folks. Screen share this real quick. You got black people are happy that this dude was guilty, was convicted guilty. Not sentenced. He wasn't sentenced yet. We don't even know what they're going to give him. But they were just happy that he was found guilty. They were just happy. Hey, Sister Omega, how you doing, Queen? But they were just happy that the fact that rejoicing that this man was guilty. I'm not satisfied. I'm like Malcolm. I'm not satisfied. I'm like Ice Cube. One beatdown can never compare to 400 years of captivity. This is nothing. They don't mind sacrificing one of their own to continue doing what they're doing. So I'm going to show you how black people are crying and rejoicing. Let me show you this. This is ridiculous. They play on our emotions. Let me show you something else. Let me just get all these screen shares out the way. Then I'm going to just... Let me share this real quick to show you the fuckery. Okay.
While at the same time, the public's eagerness to be vaccinated is showing signs of slowing. It's where we
are dying of COVID. Because most Americans are not. Passes another.
That's not. What's this? That's not what I want. Oh, here we go.
In cheer.
In Minneapolis with what we're seeing so far.
Tonight, the crowd outside Cup Foods in Minneapolis erupting in cheers as they learned of Derek Chauvin's conviction in George Floyd's death. At the U.S. Capitol, members of the Congressional Black Caucus clasping hands as they listened to the verdict. The disturbing video of Chauvin with his knee on Floyd's neck as Floyd told officers he could not breathe stunned the world. The Memorial Day incident then inciting outrage with people from various races and backgrounds taking to the streets. In the nation's capital and across the country last summer, scenes of protesters face down in silence, remembering the 46-year-old father. The Black Lives Matter movement seeing a resurgence. And from Los Angeles to Phoenix, Orlando to New York City, demonstrators demanding justice for Floyd, but also for other African Americans who died in police custody. At the Brooklyn Memorial Service, his brother Terrence telling our David Muir his family appreciated the diversity seen among demonstrators.
When you looked out into that crowd and you saw that sea of faces, black, white, Asian American, Latino, what did you make of it?
I just knew my brother was proud. Because I know the whole Floyd family was proud of that. Because we all standing together. We all standing together for Floyd justice.
In September of last year, that intersection near where Floyd was arrested, renamed George Floyd Square.
And so let's bring in Lindsay Davis tonight, our Sunday night anchor. Who's
I just want to play that part. Let me just bring this sucker back on here again. Let me bring this sucker back on here. So I want to just show that. You see how people cheering, and I don't see what. That's not going to stop racism. That we're still in, like Ice Cube said, they still own everything. They still own and run everything. They still run your life. They still have laws against you. I'm not satisfied because this is nothing. They didn't even sentence this man yet. This man might only get 5 years. Then what? Then what? Then it's right back to, oh, you know, they only give that family, and he killed the man and all that. The same old crap. See, we live off of they play on this symbolism. They play on our emotions. They play on our emotions. And you see people out there dancing and cheering like they just got their reparations or something. I don't know. They didn't even try the other police officers, but they were just as guilty. They didn't even get to them. So what about all those other white people that got away from murder? They got away from murder. When were black people going to say, we're not satisfied? You're talking about 400 plus years of mistreatment, of getting ahead, depriving you from getting resources, and you're happy with a stupid ass guilty verdict. This is nonsense. I'm not satisfied. And just like Ice Cube said, one beatdown and they still won. At the end of the day, white folks, his race still wins again. You have not accomplished nothing. And I hate to say this to the family, but you have not accomplished nothing. This is bullshit. This, to me, this is nothing. There should be more white people. The people that beat up Rodney King. And we can go further back. All those black people died of white cops during the 60s. All the what about all that mob, the mob, the white mob, how they lynched black people for over 100 years. And y'all happy over a guilty one white man, and they didn't even sentence him yet. This is nonsense. And they play on your emotions. They love playing on, and then like you had how you feel about all the races coming together. See how they do that Jedi mind trick? They don't want you to be team black. They want you to be an integrationist. They want to stop black people. They doing everything they're preventing. They trying to do everything so black people cannot be anti-white. So they training your children, or just love us and accept all the crap that we give you, and if you talk against our culture, like our home, you talk against the LGBT, you're speaking hate. You're speaking interracial and you're uniting with other races. You're speaking hate if you don't accept it. No, I never heard one black person say, I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. Brother Carr, what are your take on this, brother?
Peace, brother. Got Nollywood Gene. Thank you for allowing me on your panel. Peace to everybody in the chat. Sister Courtney, Sister Raw, Erica Howard. Thanks everybody for joining. My take on that, I'm not satisfied either. I don't see it's anything to be in the streets celebrating. Somebody put on Facebook, Jesus took the whole wheel and got him convicted. He was found guilty. Me personally, I honestly say I don't think he's going to do more than 10 years. Then what? You understand? So then what? Now, he may do more than that, because since it's war, there's always collateral damage, and he may be collateral damage for his people. So what we need to do, I just want to look at his. I want to see if they have a GoFundMe for him yet, you know, and to see what they have raised for him and his family, if his family had anything, because they live by a code, right? And the code that we live by seem to be, let's just be happy for any symbolism that they show us. Let's make like this is a win for black people. This is a win for Team Black. This is not a win. What this is a win for America. This is a win for him because they are the Americans, because they created this country. It's a win for them where they can continue, to come kill. We are focused on celebrating, excuse me, we are focused on celebrating him being found guilty, but during the process, during the trial, or right before the trial, a black man found hanging guilty, found hanging from a tree right here in the Atlanta, Georgia area, about 20 minutes from my house. You understand? So you've had 3 police killings since then that's been caught that we know of, right? So while we're celebrating that, they are still attacking and they are still doing what they do. And we are just hoping that him being convicted, that might tell white people to stop attacking us. Well, we're going to have to stop them from attacking us. Him being found guilty is nothing. And I'm going to tell you something. They need to take that little meme off Facebook that's going around like he going to jail and some big black man is about to go have sex with him, as if that is something to brag on and be proud of. He in jail, so we gonna make him a girl. I don't. That's nothing to. If we're so strong, why do we have to? Why are we waiting for him to go to jail? That one, so some people in jail can rape him. Why don't we stop them out here in these streets from doing the things that they did? You understand? Or doing the things that they do. He kneeled on a black man's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Think about that. Think about that. Grown man calling for his mama. Think about that. But we wait. We want their system that they created for them to somehow give us justice. And what we're going to do is put a meme on Facebook saying there's a big black dude waiting for him to come to jail so they can rape him. As if that is something to be proud of. I'm just like you. I'm not satisfied either. You know, when it comes to this has no, this is not a satisfying feeling because he was found guilty. And then they want to go talk and say, what about his, you know, when they spoke to his brother, what do you see? Are the blacks and whites and Asian Americans, Latin, you know, what difference does that, what does that have to do with this? Yep, an eye for an eye. You're right, Sister Newly. Kneel on his neck until he expires. You're absolutely correct. So when we talk all nations and everything was it was against this, what happened to George Floyd. Everybody began to speak out. See, this brought attention to the whole nation. And the reason I say I'm not satisfied, and that's a problem for me, why is it black people, grown black men, is sitting around waiting on someone from China to recognize what white people is doing to you in this country? We waiting on people all around the world, waiting on white people in Russia to recognize what's going on here. We know what's going on. Why don't we do anything about it? I'm not satisfied either, because if it was me and you, they would come through, they would do a drive-by, might not even hit the person that they're shooting at. They would kill a little girl, they would kill a grandma, they would do whatever. Matter of fact, you know what? Watch this. I'm going to go back to the things that has happened while the trial was going on, or since the trial was going on. A couple of weeks ago, 76-year-old grandmother in Tulsa, Oklahoma, get arrested. 76-year-old black grandmother, 76 years old, they arrest her and break her arm. But we are out here celebrating, dancing in the streets, talking about Jesus took the whole wheel and made sure he got found guilty. Make sure Derek Chauvin was found guilty. out of 400 years, this is all we want, and this is what all we expect. Yes, they are absolutely still winning, and they keep us because they know how to play on our emotions. Like you said, they know they play on our emotions because we are an emotional people, and they keep putting anything on TV for us to react, right? We are reactionary. We react. We're not proactive. And because if we were proactive, this stuff would not continue. We would have stopped it. So no, I'm not satisfied. And now you're the mic. Can't hear you, brother guy. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I forgot I had the mic off. Brother, I want to show you something. I'm just like the sister I mentioned about Neith Knight. And she said, I'm not mad at white people. I'm mad at my own people. Because they still haven't stand by the code. So let me show you something, brother. Let me stop screen sharing. Let me show you something, bro. Let me see if I can screen share this real quick. This okay. Brother McCall, are you familiar with this?
No, I haven't seen that.
Video shows New York, Jersey police handcuffing a black teen and seizing his bike over not having a bike license. Never heard of you have to have a bike license. You need a bike license now to ride a bike? Is that just a law for black kids or a law for everybody? So this is what they're doing to our children now. This is the nonsense that they're doing to our children. Passing these little petty laws so they can lock them up. And you got black folks that claim they for their people, talking about they want to give justice to white folks if they was mayor of Mississippi. You know, this is really the reason why I stress of having power. Power is not just talking. Power is action. Power is action. When you own your own land, you can write your own laws. Maybe they said the power of the pen. They said the pen is mightier than the sword. We all heard that. Now they passing laws against our people. I rode mini bikes. Never got stopped of needing a license to ride a bike. So now this is what they're doing to our children. So I'm trying to figure out, why is black people so happy? Why is black people so happy over a damn verdict, over a damn I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, they out there twerking and partying, barbecuing. But in the meantime, this is going on. Then we didn't get to the 16-year-old girl who got shot during the verdict. We didn't even get to that situation yet. He's in higher learning, Brother Bakari, you know how the white boy, how he shot up the school. You remember that? He was on the roof, doing a sniper, killing everybody on a school roof in higher learning.
Yeah.
And how the skinheads, how they praised them at the end.
Yeah.
And white power, white power, white power. They pray. See, he's being praised. White people like this because he went down for his people. And black people are so silly minded, they think justice on their side. Justice is never going to be on your side. It just pisses me off where you got black folks, they still play these games on social media, and they think, and I've heard black, oh yeah, see, and then like you said, this means about, again, like it's always some gay black dude. Why don't they show a white dude who's into that stuff? Why they gotta be our people doing that? Like we the ones that doing all this raping people in jail and all that. See, that's another stereotype that black people is putting on our people. This sick mindset that it's always going to be some gay black dude going out there, raping people and anybody that come in jail. Like they don't have no other races of people doing it. It's only going to get worse. Exactly. This is we at war. We at war. But you got black folks are still in denial. See, this, you got social media out there, and you got black folks are feeding into that nonsense. This man wasn't even sentenced yet, and they celebrate. I mean, it's ridiculous. But you got black folks on social media, they claim they for their people, but they out there they out there doing peace treaties. They out there compromising. And they claim they doing work. You ain't doing work. You claim you're a black leader. You ain't no black nothing. And I tell in your face. All these integration Negroes, and they think this is just, that ain't justice to me. That ain't justice to me. 400 years of mistreatment. Then they have black women. Then they have it where they playing politics in the movies and trying to dictate how black women. Well, if you want to make it a word, you got to get yourself a white man. So you got these sellout ass black women. They're going out there and make these movies with white men, and vice versa. Trying to brainwash our babies. Thinking if you want to be successful, get yourself a white man. You want to be successful, or you want to act like you're successful, get yourself a white woman. And you got Al Sharpton out there. He praying with the family. Oh, thank you, Jesus. For helping us. And better. It's this slave culture that I can't stand no more. You will never be free. You will never be liberated. I'll tell you that right now. You will never be liberated. I tell black people right now, you keep following that slave culture, you will never be liberated. This right here, our kids getting handcuffs over the most stupidest shit like this, that should never happen. Where's the strong black man? Where's the strong black woman? Where's the strong black families? That's what I'm saying. The families are not together. We don't even have strong black families no more. That's what happened. That's what they're doing. You destroy the black family, and this is what happens. Because it should be a community thing to say, hey, you ain't gonna arrest my son. He ain't riding no bike with no license either. You can kiss my ass. What you gonna do about it? But you got black men running the streets like they still children. Or they sitting up on YouTube talking about nothing. Living off of women. Bunch of clown ass dudes. Then they show the video with the girl who got killed. You showed this one grown ass dude kicking a little girl. These sorry ass nincompoops. don't even. I mean, these men out here, these black men out here is worthless. Most of these men out here, especially the ones on YouTube, you always know a sorry ass Negro on YouTube, and those not my people. Those not my people. I tell you that right now. Those not my people. I didn't follow the trial, Brother Bakari. I did not follow the trial because I already knew the outcome, brother. I already knew the outcome. I already knew the outcome.
I didn't follow it either.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You'll go. I'll yield the mic.
All right, let me read you something right quick about the New Jersey law, right?
Right.
Okay, in Union, bicycle owners must register their bikes with police and attach the proper registration tag or decal. In Fairlawn, bicycles need a license, but the fee has since been repealed. Licensing bicycles does not work, says Deborah Kagan, executive director of New Jersey Bike and Walk Coalition. God damn, you got a coalition to monitor how people walk and ride a bike.
Oh my God.
She's not sure how many towns have them. The state have 565 municipalities, but it's not many, and there's very little enforcement by police. Our position is they are unnecessary and do not provide more work. It does not provide more safety, and they do provide a barrier to bicycles on our streets, Kagan said. Now, that's somebody who over there walking, if you're going to walk and ride a bike coalition, right?
Right.
Now, she said it's rarely enforced, and there's no need for it. Since it's rarely enforced, like you said, it's going to only be enforced on certain people, right? And that people is going to be us. So, if the person y'all have put in charge of the walking bike riding coalition can tell you it's not necessary, why haven't they forced those towns and municipalities in New Jersey to change the law? Think about that.
Yep.
You don't even need it. And this the person who over how you walk and how you ride a bike, right? So that's just another way, until they change it, to continue to have our young black youth harassed, cuffed, their bikes taken, right? So they created that law. They created a law, a rule that is very seldom enforced, that you don't even need. Why the hell you still got it? There's no need for it. But once again, all this is going down around the same time of the Chauvin trial, right? And it's so much that's going on, you can't even keep up. You can't even keep up with everything that's going on. You can't, because something is happening all of the time. You can't keep up with everything that's happened to us over and over and over, excuse me, and over and over and over. It just don't stop. And we are in this position where we are asking the people that did this to us, we're asking them to stop, to tell their people to stop. It's like, it's almost, we don't think we can do anything. We're just in a position where we're stuck because of everything that has happened to us, and we have to be for everybody. We can't ever be for black people. Now we got to stand for the people of color. We have to stand for all these broad, ambiguous terms. The melanated people. Everybody has color. Everybody has melanin. The minorities. No, everybody in this country is a minority except heterosexual white men. Everybody is a minority in this country except the heterosexual white man. So what minority are you standing up for? Y'all talking about standing up for, but I'm just showing, and I'm using that as an example to show how we fall for tricks. And then the things that our ancestors fall for, that our people fall for, has been taken and given to the whole country, and has been given to anybody that come here, to the whole world, basically. All they have to do is come here. We would give you what black people fought for, and then we have people that's bought and paid for. We will put them up here, and they will figure out a way to tell it's okay. We have to be for everybody, and that's their goal. So this Chauvin case, he's just collateral damage in a war. He did his job. He killed a black person. He's still breathing and living, and he's gonna go to jail and live till he get out. But we are bragging on some black man in jail probably gonna rape him. Look at our mentality. Look how far we have sink, right? Where's our morals? Where's the code? That's why when we talk and everybody say get on code, that's why I always tell people I don't get on code, I live by a code. Because if you live by a code, you wouldn't have to get on the code. If you live by a code, the stuff we see happening wouldn't happen. Like when you mentioned the guy that kicked the little girl in the head, right? If you live, think about this. He kicked another woman, he kicked a black woman in the head for fighting his 15-year-old daughter, 16-year-old daughter, right? The white police drove up and shot his daughter 4 times and killed her, which is absolutely shouldn't have happened, right? When that police killed his daughter, he looked, that's my baby. But you had all that energy for the woman. What has happened to black manhood? And we're out here celebrating this. What has happened to black manhood? What has happened to black people standing together? What has happened to what we are supposed to have unity? So now, like I always say, I'm not concerned about the ones who don't want to be aboard. All of us we need is all of us that want to be a part, right? Don't worry about the rest of them. But we have to get on board and we have to move quick. We have to move quick. We can say we're gonna get this land, we're gonna get money, and all of that is fine and dandy. But what are we gonna do together as a people? We need something for a people, not like the people in Georgia who bought the 100 acres of land, who came out, oh, it's a safe haven for black people. Then they changed, well, it's not just a safe haven for black people, it's a safe haven for all people of color and a safe haven for white people that's or that don't have a problem or something like that with pro-black. We are afraid to even buy land and say it's for us and only us. Now, they do it, other people do it all the time. They don't have to put the signs up. Just look and see where they put their businesses. Just look and see where they put their restaurants. Look and see where they put all of their business. They don't bring nothing to them to let you know they don't want you. That's why they put it amongst their people. But we go, and not only will we go, God forbid, if you go into a restaurant in a neighborhood, you might find a black man with a 3-piece suit on. You might find a woman with her Sunday dress on, her church dress on. It is, because we going to dress up to be around them. But you can go to the same restaurants in your black community, and you'll go in there with sweats and a hoodie and don't care what you look like. I'm not saying something wrong with sweats and a hoodie, but I wear that, don't care where I go. If that's what I feel like, a hoodie and jeans. I don't have to be around them. But we're in a system where we have been taught to be inferior and taught that they are superior. So in order to be around them, there's a certain way and certain things that we have to do. And all of this connect to the Derek Chauvin case, the Derek Chauvin murder. All of this, it goes together. It goes to their how we see ourselves and how we see them. To the little girl in Columbus, Ohio, her father, how we see ourselves and how we see them. To the black man in Baltimore who sat there, the cop was beating his son and he went to break it up and the cop made him stop. Well, that's my son. I don't care. Get back. Well, I'm going to record you anyway. Think about that mentality. You can watch somebody beat the hell out your son and all you're going to do is record. Why would your son have respect for you? But it go back to how we see ourselves, the position we see ourselves in, and the position that we see every other race and group of people in. Any of them. I hear the mic.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's so true. I mean, it's definitely a lot of inferiority complex among these black men out here. Like you said, when it came to that cop shot his daughter, you didn't see that. He crying, "Oh, you shot my daughter." I heard he said. But when it came now beating a black girl, oh, that's different. And that's the thing. Like all those black men crying, "Oh, what?" See, and that's the thing. We have no problem threatening people on YouTube and give me your address and I'll come see you. Da, 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 da. And I seen them same black person. They get on the white channel. They don't say those things. They don't say that. But when it comes down to, oh, you'll call another man a Sambo, but you won't get after his boys, the ringleader, the white guy. You won't call him any names. Okay, we see that constantly on YouTube. We see they give these people power. You're giving them power. And then when I say, hey, you can't use certain words on YouTube because you're giving them access to come knocking on your door. You got to be slick. But it's okay to be slick when it comes down doing wrong to your people. But when you're dealing with the enemy, you don't want to be slick. You just want to tell all your business. And then you want to know why they're knocking on your door. The FBI and CIA knocking on your door. Talking about, I heard that you said that you want to do this, this, and this. No, sir. I love America, sir. That's what they're going to end up saying. So this almost every time you hear these little petty convictions, these little petty sentences, and you got black people crying, and like the white girl cop went into the brother's apartment, shot him because she thought, oh, I thought this was my apartment. And then you have the father sitting up there talking about, I want to be your friend. I want to get to know you. Took this demon just took out your son. But you want to be friends with the killer. That's insane. That's insane. And the judge and the black woman, she's giving her a hug. You giving the killer a hug? Where's the hugs when the black man served 30 years for a crime he did not do? Where's his hug? Where's the hug of these innocent black men who served 30, 40 years for a crime they do? Where's their hug? I never saw a white woman hug them. You got women in prison who serve crimes they didn't do. Black women serve time. Where's their hugs? Let me tell you this. This is gonna keep happening. You thought Joe Biden was gonna be a savior. That's what you black Democrats thought. They thought these black Democrats, liberals, they thought that Joe Biden was going to be their savior. Joe Biden's not going to do anything. So they was willing to pass laws to protect Asian people. They right now, they already trying to figure out how we're going to pass a good law to protect Asian people. They went around with this hashtag Stop Asian Hate. I never seen a hashtag Stop African Hate. I never seen that. I'm not going to even use the word black because according to some black people, everybody could be black now, according to the slave law. I use the word Africa because I know there's black people that hate Africa. So I know they don't want to be. So those black people that hate Africa, I'm not talking about them. They're not my people. They're not my people. They can kick rocks. They can go to hell. I'm talking about black folks know they come from Africa. I never saw a hashtag stop African hate. Never seen that. Never seen that. And even though that's whole Asian hate was bogus anyway, that was bogus. There was no such thing. No such thing. They always trying to make it seem that we picking on these yellow folks, which is not true. But this is to throw us off guard, so this stuff like this can continue happening. Passing laws, you know, where our kids won't be able to ride a bike. I never heard of such silly crap in my life. I gotta have a license to ride a damn bike. It's insane. But these are the laws that they will enforce on our children. They want to keep the jails filled with our people. Slavery has not ended. Slavery has not ended. After slavery, you had Jim Crow, where it got to the laws got so petty, where even if you littered, you would have been they would have locked you up. And not just for a short period of time. You would serve either months to almost years. They got to keep those jail cells filled, and they want us. They want us there. They. I'm trying to tell you, it's like black people. It's like I don't know. They think they always keep. They just have this hope for America. Well, I'm a black American, or I'm a Negro American. I'm American Negro. But then if you consider yourself American, but then why are you complaining? Then don't complain about racism. Because if you're an American, then you should be treated like an American. You shouldn't have to worry about police stopping you and because you ran over because of a traffic violation or whatever. You shouldn't have nothing to worry about. If you're an American, you should have the same privileges like your enemy. So I'm just trying to figure out when you have black people, always want to say, "Oh, I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American. This is the greatest country in the world." And then they badmouth other countries that they never been. Or, if you go to Africa, it's really bad over there. Have you been to Africa? No. So how are you going to talk about something that you haven't been? Well, I know people personally who've been over there and say, "Hey, it's a great place. I'm thinking about moving over there." But these people who always talk bad in other countries that they don't travel nowhere, they don't travel anywhere. Don't have a passport, nothing. They don't got nothing. But their world is sitting behind a computer, trying to spread more self-hate. Talk about some plan, some goofy ass plan that will never work, or they don't even want to do themselves, or it's a secret, or whatever the case is. YouTube become a circus, a black conscious circus crap, and make it bad for other black folks that's trying to bring some real awareness to our people. So I'm just telling black people, stop smiling, stop cheesing. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be, I'm not satisfied, because when it comes down to your enemy, because if the shoe was on the other foot, they're not going to be happy either. They won't be happy just because you got convicted. They want to see some football numbers behind that. Mm. Tom Cotton, U.S. Senator, recently said the USA is incarcerated. Is under incarcerated. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But we gotta be careful of these this we gotta stop. Everybody know that this television and YouTube, me and Brother Bakari, we said this is political. They want to keep you conditioned, even what they showing you in media. They want to show you black people happy, 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 happy. So they want you to think that getting someone convicted, a white extremist like this guy, it should be a good thing. Even if you just hear a conviction, you should be happy. It's a mind control. But at the meantime, other things are happening while this trial was going on. Other things was happening to our people that didn't even get any media play. So it's okay to say, I'm not satisfied. You do not owe this country nothing. The country owes you. Yes, KW Don 7, you're right. Black people have to get serious about being serious. You're absolutely right. We have to be serious. This is not a game. That's the reason why, and I don't care if I'm in the public, I'm on YouTube. I'm not satisfied. I was at work and I told this guy at my job, I'm not satisfied with that. I'm not satisfied. Are you happy? No, I'm not satisfied. No, and Brother Bakari, he's not black either, Brother Bakari. He's not black. He asked me, "Oh, are you happy?" I said, "No, I'm not satisfied." Told him right on my job. I'm not satisfied with that. What the hell is that? My people went through so much, and you think I'm going to be crying and jumping for joy? No. Even with the whole OJ situation, black people, oh, he got off. Oh my God. I was like, I'm not satisfied. There should be more black people. A lot of black people should be getting off. Just like it should be an equal, fair game. You talking about fair game now? We talking about fair game. One black person getting off of supposedly killing somebody, killing a white woman. I want fair game. That's not enough.
And he ain't even black. He OJ.
Right. Exactly. Exactly, brother. But brother, go ahead. I yield the mic. Go ahead. Take over, brother. Go ahead.
But you know what? And you're right. We do celebrate the wrong things, man. When we get out there, chucks and pearls. Look how they celebrated after the presidential election. And neither one of these presidents even mentioned doing anything for black people. Can't do anything. Somebody have told black people you're wrong for loving yourself more than you love anybody else. You have to love everybody. And we continue to go through the same stuff because of some of the things that we continue to do. Not because what we do have nothing to do with how they feel about us. They feel about us because of the way we are. But the things we do, we sit back and we allow it to happen because we're just hoping one day that these people get some type of conscience. We won't think about this. We want them to see what they're doing to us so they can stop. If you ever understand it, you'll stop. They want to have black people, like you said, make us think something wrong with being angry. How can you be a black person in this country and not angry? How can you be a black person in this country and not angry? That's a mental problem. It's as if we like the abuse. It's called the battered woman syndrome. If they ain't beating us, we don't love them. It's Stockholm syndrome. where you end up loving the kidnapper, more than you love your own family, the people that want to save you. That's what those are a couple of things that we suffer from. You love the kidnapper more than you love yourself. You want their validation so bad. Name another group of people that their goal is, when they make money, is to leave their neighborhood and go live around people that don't like them. Black people whole goal, if I make money, I've made it now because I can live around some good white people. I can live around some good white people if I make me some money, make enough money. But us making enough money, we can't say, let's build our neighborhoods up and let's turn our neighborhoods to middle class black. Now, I'm not saying we don't have none in this country, but I'm talking about on a whole as a majority, right? Excuse me. But that's what we should be, but we don't work toward that, you know? We don't work toward that at all. We work toward being happy, like being okay with, like LeBron James, make all this money, move into a neighborhood, and they can break into a gated community and and put nigger on your house. Pardon my French because I don't use that word. Put the N word all around your house, and you figure out a way to talk about it and be okay, but still leave your wife and kids in that neighborhood. So, what are you teaching your kids? What are you teaching your kids? It's okay to put up with what white people do. We're just going to keep trying and we're going to be okay. The biggest thing for me is what happened, and that's going to be my next show, Uncomfortable Conversations Part 3. What happened to black manhood? Because how is that black manhood? You teaching your kids, we can still live here. It's okay. Some people just racist. Yeah, you can still live there, but why do you want your kid to think it's okay to live around people that are willing to do stuff like that to you? Think about that. Look how many black men have sat on TV and cried because things that Doc Rivers, we always love a country that don't love us. Bakari Sellers. What the guy named from the Pittsburgh Steelers? Oh, I told Ryan Clark. I told my son that it was better. I lied to my son. I should have told him the truth. Look at that shit. White people can treat your kids like shit, and you will set on national TV, international TV, because CNN all around the world, right? ESPN all around the world, right? You will say on international TV, and people see how one group of people can make you cry because of the way they treat you. But you don't see a need. The only thing you can do about it is, I just try to tell my kids the truth about racism. Go move around them. Go live around that same element that has done it to you. Get on TV and cry. We hope we need some policy for racism to stop. But don't ever see yourself willing to stand up and fight back. Remember McGruff the crime dog? He took a bite out of crime, right? How that's what a dog do. That's how they fight, is bite, right? So when we gonna take a bite out of this shit that happened to us? When are we gonna stop this bullshit that happened to us? We accept it and we're okay with it happening as long as it don't get too bad. That's just the way it is. Basically, 95% of black people in this country should just say, this is the way it is, this is how it's supposed to be. And we still got people going around. So I heard somebody the other day on the show, we go through what we go through because even in the scriptures, it teach you that we disobey God orders, disobey God laws, and now we are being punished. So we the only people in the world that disobey God laws. We the only people in the world that get punished for 400 and some thousands of years. you get punished. So, but everybody else can rob, they can steal, they can kill, they can rape, they can enslave, they can do whatever. But that's not disobeying God's laws. You know why? Because in that book, all you have to do is look and see. Even when it comes to the Bible, and we love it more than anybody else, we see ourselves as the ones being punished. White people see themselves in the Bible as the ones that are doing the punishing. They are the ones that coming in, pillaging and taking and robbing and raping. Go through the Bible and see how many Bible in the Quran and see how many times God told people to go do that. It was okay with him. He was okay with them doing that. The ones that couldn't defeat, he killed them for them. Think about that. So we see ourselves as the one being punished. We see ourselves as the one being destroyed, even in a book that we love more than anybody. Say it's our book, our ancestors wrote it, but they doing what the other people did. So once you accept the fact that you are being punished because you went against God's law, you have accepted the fact that you are never supposed to fight back, that you're never supposed to do anything. Eventually, God is going to intervene and stop all of this. Or like the Hebrew Israelites say, God, black nappy head, black woolly head, black Jesus with that white woolly hair gonna come flying out the sky on a flying horse with 200 million angels and go to war against white people, or the flying donkey, or the mothership. Look at that, or you got the people. I go out in space all the time because I forget what they call. What they call those? I forget now. It's on the tip of my tongue. I get it before it's over. What they call them? What they call these? These chips. They can go out of space. Everybody can go out in space in their mind. We are going everywhere to get away from this fight. We are going everywhere. Imaginary. Anything you can imagine, we have imagined it. But when you come back to reality, ain't nothing in between us and what's happening in this country but air and opportunity. That's the only thing between us and what's going on in this country is air and opportunity. You've been told we shouldn't fight back. There's too many of them. They got the numbers. We have guns. They got this. Okay, if we don't fight back, because if we fight back, they're going to kill us, right? If we don't fight back, if we do fight back, they're going to kill us. If we don't fight back, they are killing us. So what the hell are we supposed to do? But we want to go dance in the air. We want to go stroll to the pole, soul to the pole, booty to the pole, and be all happy for Derek Chauvin. Oh, he was found guilty. You understand? He was found guilty. As if that means something. He was found guilty. That don't mean he might do less time than Wesley Snipes. But we see this as a victory. And to me, Emil, that's not even a symbolic victory to me. They'll give you symbolic victories than real victories in justice. That's what Malcolm X said. That is what Malcolm X said. But this is not even a symbolic victory. And the problem is, we waiting on them to give us a victory. We have to take the victory. See, when you want power, you only think about yourself. I'm going to be honest with you, and this bothers some people when I say it, but in all honesty, when you see the way the system and everything is designed, if I was in power, I would be doing the same thing for my people. That's just an absolute fact. I wouldn't change nothing unless they force me to change it. And you marching in the streets, you ain't forcing nobody to change nothing. Black Lives Matter, you ain't forcing nobody to change nothing. Hands up, don't shoot, you ain't forcing nobody to change nothing. I can't breathe, you ain't forcing nobody to change nothing. If you don't feel you can win a physical war, God, let's at least do a economic war. Let's not boycott. I done said it. How many times have I said this? 198 times on YouTube. But you know, when you out in the streets and doing work, people don't want to see the people that's in the streets. They want to see people on YouTube that just talking, right? But when you out in the streets, I said it on YouTube. I done said it 10,000 times in the streets. Stop giving people your money. Get a mindset. Change your mind. We need a lifestyle change. Stop giving your money to people who don't care about you. Since you don't think you can win in a physical war, and we like to say money is power, so why are we constantly giving our power to everybody else? All of this go together. All of this go together. But we don't want to change our mind. We want to keep because we need something to complain about. So instead of us changing our lifestyle, so instead of us saying, you know what, Bakari, right, we gonna stop. Who gonna make a sacrifice and go an extra 5 miles to a black-owned gas station if there's one in your town? Who gonna go an extra 5 miles to go to the black-owned people that sell hair if there's one in your neighbor, if there's one where you live? Who gonna go an extra 5 miles to go get your lady nails done to the black-owned if there's one in your neighbor? Who's gonna sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice to make a change? Because standing out there jumping up and down because this man was found goddamn guilty is not a win for black people. We will not win until we're willing to sacrifice. And what are we willing to sacrifice? What are we willing to sacrifice? We want to change. Stop worrying about if they change. Stop worrying about the change they're going to give us. Why can't we look in the mirror, pull our damn pants up, put them on tight and say, you know what? We ain't going to worry about the change they going to give us. We're not going to worry about the victory they going to give us. We're going to sit here. We're going to live by our code and we're going to win on our own. Make like it's running track. We know in the track they had an obstacle course when they jump in the hurdles, right? Yeah, it's hurdles in our way. We're going to jump them. We the fastest and most athletic anyway, so let's use it like track. We're going to jump those hurdles. They're going to constantly put them in the way, but in order for us to win, we got to jump the hurdle. We can't get stagnant. And like, this is okay. This is just how it is. It's time to change. For the people that want, for the black people that want something better and want to do better and want to keep our neighborhoods, that want to turn our neighborhoods into black communities where we control the businesses, where we're employing our people, where we have control. What sacrifice are we willing to make so we can stop all of this? And once you make these sacrifices, like I was down, there was a business with, at my partner, Atiba Yoga studio the other day. I had to go over there for a minute, right? It was this yoga studio, it was a restaurant, it was something else. They don't call no police to their business over there. You know who doing security? Huey P. Newton Gun Club. And we should have that all around the country. We should have that everywhere. Everywhere. Think about this. Now, I got this from two cops. Two cops that used to come to my son's class at his school. Black people get harassed and treated worse by the cops more than anybody, right? Black people say they don't like the cops, right? But black people call the cops as much as white people. Why are we allowing our people to do that? Why can't we create something right now? Because they don't, and the reason it's hard to create, because they don't want to donate to the people and help the people that's actually in the streets that's doing the work. We want to donate to people on YouTube because we think the revolution is on YouTube. But the revolution will not be televised. Because if y'all think Derek, whatever his name, being found guilty is a win in the revolution, you're sorely mistaken. You're truly mistaken. I hear the mic.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. And just want to add some things that you mentioned, especially about the Bible. Even in the Bible, you never really hear black Hebrews in the Bible, these black Hebrew Israelites in the Bible attacking white people in the Bible. You hear them attacking each other. Like, for example, when Moses came down to the Mount Sinai, you saw his own people worship this golden calf. And God told him, hey, slaughter them, kill them. So it's okay. So they talk about black on black crime even in the Bible. They don't talk about attacking the enemy. You don't ever hear them say the Hebrew Israelites done, went to wars with the Romans and with the Greeks. You don't. I never heard that anywhere. Read that anywhere in the Bible. But you gonna hear Israelites attacking Israelites. These supposed to be so-called black people. Okay, so all of this is what you call indoctrination. They just this mind control, this self-hate mind control in the Bible, in the Quran, in the school systems. Just like the dude, not gonna mention his name, he said, well, the white man in the public school system taught us about Asia. And I went to Nation of Islam, they taught us about Asia over there, so are we Asian people. But this is the nonsense that they feeding us, and we accept it. We don't even question it. We don't even question it. We just accept it. We just accept the crap. And then when somebody say, hey, brother, no, that's not right, or you want to reject the brother, but then you want to reject, but you want to accept what the white man give you. Because Elijah Muhammad, he got all his so-called knowledge from the white man, which is Fraud Muhammad. And everybody know Fraud Muhammad is a white man. So this poison that our people adopted, they taught us to be submissive. It looks bad when I see Al Sharpton and all those black men praying and Lord Jesus. It just looked bad. It looks sad. Seeing these weak black men. It's just sad. It just makes me like get away from me. It's sad. It's sad and it's disgusting, and it's like it's the fear is real. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The fear is real because we've been sold. The movies is telling us, oh, to be submissive, to be cowards, to be punks. You got beef, take it out on your brother, take it out on your sister. We should have control of our neighbor. What I'm saying is this, Brother Bakari, that you absolutely, when we talk about power, we should have our own laws. Ever since we were supposed to be free, we should have said, no, we're not following your laws. We want to have our place here. We want to have our own laws, our way of doing things. We're not following your ways. And we want to be left alone. Even when our ancestors founded Liberia, you have black people say, oh, I'm not African, because they got so marinated into that white American lifestyle, they didn't want to go back home. They didn't want to go back. They didn't want to go back, even though they didn't have to worry about no cost or nothing. It was like, okay, we got you back. We're gonna give you all the things that you need to build up the country, so you can have your own laws, be among your people. But you have some black people that they didn't want to go. So now they said, okay, since you're going to stay, then you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. And then you have black folks, when they, like you said, they get a little money, they want to go and live among the enemy, and they want to complain. They want to complain. Oh, I woke up and I found banana peels in front of my porch and dog crap. Well, you decide to live there. That's on you. You live there. You decide to live among these motherfuckers. Then you want to complain? You want to go back to your abuser, and then after you abuse your abuse you, now you want to complain to other abusers. Oh yeah, look what he did to me. Yeah, it looks sad. But then you want to know why the black woman don't respect you, black man. You know, you want to know why? There's like this, this whole silliness with these religious fanatics. Oh, well, you know, one day Jesus, like you said, Jesus gonna come out the sky and he gonna bring 200 strong black men. So you're gonna rely on some aliens from outer space, or you're gonna rely on some supernatural whatever to come save you, since you don't want to, but you don't want to save yourself. You don't want to do it yourself, and you're breathing. Or the mothership is gonna come and say, oh, but you don't want to do it yourself. This is the reason why I always stress soldiers gotta hang with soldiers. The cowards is gonna die out. Leave the cowards. People will say they're a coward, leave them alone, because they're gonna die out. They're gonna be sheep for the wolves. They're gonna be sheep for the wolves. That's why I say soldiers gotta hang with soldiers, gangsters gotta hang with gangsters. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be gangsters, we gotta be soldiers, we gotta be warriors all in one. And we gotta we gotta be on this, you know, like you said, Brother Bakari, how you told your son, yeah, go ahead, wear your hoodie. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. And I dare somebody to say, that's how you gotta be. That's how black men gotta be. That's how the black man gotta be. You go ahead, son, wear your hoodie. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. Now what? You gotta be gangster with it. Kamisi Fox, you want to join in? What do you think, Brother Bakari? You want Kamisi Fox to join in?
Yeah, let Kamisi come on.
Come on, Kamisi Fox. Yo, you know what? You guys email? Brother Bakari?
I got his email.
Yo, send him the link to the thing. Send him to the link.
All right.
Kamisi Fox, we're gonna send you that link. All right, you come on in, brother. But like I said, men gotta be men, man. We gotta step up, because we losing our technically we losing our sisters. We losing our sisters. This is the reason why, this is the reason they got our sisters into this feminist movement. I don't like feminist women. I hate black feminism. I don't like black feminism. Or I said, I'm not at the computer. Give me a minute. Okay. We're seeing the link.
I just sent it to him.
Okay. Okay, cool. So whenever you get a chance, you say give him a minute. All right, no problem. But that's the reason why, our sisters ain't giving that respect that we need, because because most of these men, they bitch mode. They living off of women. I always taught that men are the providers. We supposed to provide for our women and our children. But we want to still hang in the streets. We want to act like we're tough around our peers. But when it comes down to real situations, all of a sudden, these men are bitch mode. We bitch mode. That's a nice shirt, Brother Bakari. Nice shirt. But I'm just saying, like,
Nazi warriors.
We got to stop with this bitch. That's right. We got to stop what they call this bitchism. We got to stop all that. See, this is the reason why I like that movie, Tales from the Hood, especially at the end, because they show the symbolism of how the Klan used to come at us, and how they used to ride on black people. And then you have black people with the ski mask and how they used to ride on black people. Nothing has changed. Just like Malcolm said, who taught you how to hate yourself? Who taught you how to hate your nose? We talk big and bad on YouTube. We go, all this big. But when we face the enemy, we end up being cowards. And I've seen that. And I'm not going to mention the person's name because I'm not giving that punk no clout. And he know who he is too. And I'm telling that punk to keep and I'm letting that punk know, keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm not, don't say my name, yo. Because he a coward. I have no respect for that dude. No, I have no respect for that dude. You know, and I noticed too that you have the Labor Day parade, Brother Bakari. And I seen the black woman, how she got all the feathers and all that stuff, looking thick and looking sexy, and they twerking on the cop. I don't know if you've seen that in the videos, Brother Bakari, but they twerking on the cop and all this other stuff. But then you see another live, then you see a video how a cop beating on a black woman. But when it comes down to these little I don't know what you call it, festivities. You have the black woman, she's twerking on a cop and doing the Caribbean dance and all this other stuff on the cop and dick riding the cop. And then next thing you know it, these same cops beating on a black woman, roughing them up. We gotta that shit has to stop too. That shit has to stop. We are at war. We are at war, and we think we think praying and marching, and they think this is this is what Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, they really think our ancestors, they wouldn't put up with that. That's something that Dr. King, that's Dr. King's strategy, or because Dr. King got his strategy for so-called Gandhi. Matter of fact, that's not even Dr. Matter of fact, that's something that what's his name? Rustin guy. What's that guy? That LGBT guy? Rustin. What's that? Brother McCall. Who's that gay dude? What's that name? Brian Rustin.
Bayard Rustin.
Right. He's the one who told Dr. King, "Oh, brother, don't try to, don't have your, that's not the right way to go of having your bodyguards to be armed." What do you say? Oh, okay. That's not right. That he said because I saw the movie called Boycott. A good movie, by the way, but I didn't like the ending. And Brother McCoy, yo, you was on point. See, that's why I tell people, like, Brother McCoy, you boy, you be on point. Because you was the first one who told me, yo, Dr. King, he was on some Malcolm X shit. He was like, he had armed guards. He had brothers with guns. And that that guy Rustin, Byron Rustin, he was the one who told Dr. King, nah, your boy, you can't do it that way. You got to be peaceful. Show the white man that you could be peaceful. And got Dr. King killed too because of that. That's right, KW. That's right. That's right. That's so true. Dr. King, like my brother said, Bakari said, he said, no, Dr. King was on that Malcolm X. He was on that Malcolm X shit right there. He was on some Malcolm X shit. But and I think he was a plant. That dude right there, Bayard Rustin, he was a plant. I don't know how these white boy. I mean, the art of war. That's why I tell black people to start off the art of war, and I'm talking about the African way. Study that shit, man. Study that art of war, because they use different tactics. They use even when it comes down to our own people. They know how to get our own people, and to trick us. And if Dr. King would have stayed focused, he still would have been alive. I don't care what nobody say. He would have been alive if he was just stuck on just keeping his brothers armed to protect him and his family. That's right, Omega. They wasn't about that. There wasn't about that life like that. And I think they were plants. Billy Porter. That's that dude who wear the dress.
Yeah, that was funny when she said Billy Porter. Yeah, it's the dude that wore the dress.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Okay, my brother Kamisi Fox. Here we go. Here's the fire.
Oh,
what's good? What's good?
Oh, you can hear me? Oh, okay.
Introduce yourself, cuz.
Hey, peace. What up, Guy Nollywood? What up, Bakari? What up, Team Black?
What's good, brother?
Yo, man, glad to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? With the fighters, glad to be in the house.
That's right.
I not too long ago got the link, so I'm coming in on the tail end. But I did hear what you were saying, though. You know, about our our cowardice, how we dropping the ball. You know what I mean? And I think that what would help us get it in gear is if we need to find. There's a lot for us to do instead of waiting for tragic events to happen. There's a lot of things that are happening on a consistent and regular basis. Like, for instance, they're trying to effeminize the boys in school. See, we got a whole lot of reasons to. I'm telling you, I feel like the things, the trespasses they've already done, and the stuff that they're doing on a regular, consistent basis. I think black men have a right to just start serial killing. If any black men, we have the right. I hope I'm not. You know what I'm saying? We have every reason. You done did it. You know, you done did it. You done offended me 55,000 times over. The fact that you destroying our music. How dare you? So these motherfuckers gonna turn all our rappers into. We went from being big. We went from being kings, queens, and noblemen, gods and goddesses, calling ourselves the highest, that you could call ourselves, looking at ourselves with the highest esteem possible, and now you gonna turn that into niggas and bitches, and you gonna have. It's not no accident that all the rappers are called Lil Jon, Lil this, Lil Pump, Lil Flip, Young Boy, Lil Baby. I mean, this is blatant. Yeah, I'm sorry. What was you saying?
Yeah, God. I was going to say what the story is. We went from Nas to Lil Nas X.
Yes, right. This is corporate. Even though you don't see the devils behind these guys, you know doggone well, naturally, if you were to leave rap alone, we wouldn't be calling ourselves that. These are shots being called by some sick Peckerwoods in corporate places. They're directing these stupid names and these stupid things going on. And it's offensive as hell. How dare you? Any other race would be up in arms about it. And what I'm saying is we got plenty to do. We ain't gotta wait for the next tragedy, the next shooting. There's some stuff we can work out stuff. We can get this stuff worked out. Like I say, we need to be going down to them to them radio stations. And I want to just say that I ain't saying nothing that I'm not willing to do. Damn it, when we ready to roll on the radio stations, damn it, Kamisi ain't gonna go. All right? We gonna roll up in them public food systems. See, these are things that we can be doing to exercise the fear out of us. Because let's face it, we don't get in war situations every day. So we not tuned up. But we got a lot of different things to tune ourselves up on. A lot of everyday offenses that we need to be checking, and part of it is just being there. They don't expect us to show up in them damn school buildings while they do what they want to our children. I mean, what they're doing is offensive. I'm telling you, what they're doing to our children, hands need to be laid on them for what how dare you try to do you think you can feminize white people's children and no consequences? Shit, I'm just saying, we got a lot of things we can do in between killings and murders. We don't have to wait for that. By the time that stuff come around, we should be good and tuned up. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to add that to the discussion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna pass the mic to Brother Bakari. And you're absolutely right. And you know what's so funny? I was talking to this white guy. He was Jewish. He told me straight up. He said, "Look, we don't believe in this. We don't believe in interracial relations. We don't believe in all of that." And he told me straight up. And this is public information. He don't get no slack. There's no questions. He don't get fired from it. And he keep it 100. He also tells me that, hey, you know what? I also teach my kids who the enemy is.
Exactly.
He was talking about, he's talking about how his kid don't, he teaches kid hate the Arabs and and I know our people came up too. He ain't gonna say that, but I know, but I already know. Okay, you torture. So how is it we gotta start not giving a fuck. Excuse my language, but we gotta start giving a fuck how these people feel.
Amen.
Because when that white guy told me that, he didn't give a damn how I felt.
Right.
He didn't give a damn of how I felt. So if he can get away with that and still keep his job, mind you, then I should be able to do it too. I should be able to say it too. I was talking to this one Puerto Rican dude, and I said, I don't believe in interracial relationships. I won't say believe, but I'm not into that. I don't support that. Oh no, man, you speaking hate and da da da. I dated all types of women. I said, oh really? I said, what women are you with now? Oh no, she's Puerto Rican. So how the fuck you gonna tell me that I can't deal with my own women? I gotta be, I gotta, branch out to other races of women that I have no connection to. But it's okay for you to stick with your own. I said, so why did you stick with your own women? I said, and he said, you're right. It's because she's part of my culture. You got to be careful with these Latinos too, because they're all part of the system. They all part. So that's what I'm saying. When they always say, "Oh, black and brown people," these brown people don't like us. I had a Cuban guy said the exact same thing. I said, so why'd you marry? But your wife is Cuban. Yeah, your wife is not. You might have had sex with other races of women, but when it came down to marriage, you met a woman that was part of you. So now, when I say I want a woman that's part of me, so why did I consider hate? And this is the mind trick. They want to keep us in the slave mindset. They want to keep us in that slave so that they can control us better. Because if I can take you away from your woman, I got you. If I can take you away from your man and your children, I got you. Yep. So we got to be careful who we listen to, And these people would come very friendly. And I said, no, don't think like that. You're speaking hate, or that's a little extreme, don't you think? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, because you haven't done it. And I yield the mic. Go ahead, Brother Bakar. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Brother Bakar?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Okay. Peace, Commissie. What's going on, my brother?
What's up? What's up?
Look, when you was talking about Bayard Rustin, right, and MLK, you're right. That was Gandhi's strategy, supposedly, right? He went in, he effeminized the movement. But watch this. Dr. King used it as a strategy. It was not a lifestyle. You feel me? It was not a lifestyle. It was a strategy. We turned a strategy into a lifestyle that make you bow down. Now the damn black national anthem is first line, hands up, don't shoot. Second line, I can't breathe. Just keep on going with stuff like that. During the NBA bubble, people had on shirts, love us, respect us, educate. Like, what? You're asking somebody, you're begging somebody to love you, right? What kind of nonsense is that? What I'm gonna say again, what is the black manhood in any of this? Like I said earlier, we talking about the Chauvin case, but the little girl in Ohio, that man tried to kick that black woman in the head. That white man drove up, jumped out, shot his daughter, the poor young girl, shot her in the chest 4 times, killed her, and the only thing he said was, "There's my baby." But right before that, he was fighting a woman. He was tried to kick a black woman in the head twice. Think about that. Like I said about the dude from Baltimore who sat there and watched his son get beat until, well, I'm going to still record you, though. Where's black manhood? Where's black manhood? And I'm like you, not satisfied with the Chauvin case, but they're not going to do anything to satisfy us. We have to do the things to satisfy us, because I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say this again. If I was in charge, because you have to understand war. If I was in charge, I would be doing the same thing. If I was in charge, everything would be catered to black people. And that's just a fact. Excuse me. And how would they stop it from being catered to black people? Just like they stormed the Capitol, they will be storming and fighting, making sure it's not catered to, making sure it's not catered to black people anymore. Get the things that you want. What do? We march, hands up, don't shoot, can't breathe, Black Lives Matter. It's a whole lot of things. Say their name, say this, say that. We will say anything and do anything other than the right thing. It's time to go to war, because people been at war with us for however many years they ever known us. For the last 8,000 years, this is an historical war. And like I said, and I will continue to say it, if you don't think we can beat them physically, because most of our people, 98% of our people, is in their head that we cannot win anything physically. So let's fight them economically. Stop going to these people. I'm going to say it again. Drive an extra 5 miles to go to the black-owned nail salon if they have one. Drive an extra 5 miles to go to a black beauty supply store if they have one where you live. Drive extra 5 miles. See, those are things that we can do, but we don't want to make a sacrifice. We want to remain on the beg and complain campaign, hoping we want to try to appeal to somebody good nature who have shown you all these years they have no good nature in them when it comes to us. And our problem is we need their validation. We need their acceptance. It's as if we need it. Not saying us on this panel, not saying the people in the chat, but I'm speaking of us as a whole. I'm speaking of us as a whole. Like Commissie say, go down to these schools, go to the radio station. No, I haven't been to the radio station, but I've called a radio station several times. Why y'all playing this in the middle of the day? Why? I can't even turn the radio on without hearing y'all having a woman on the radio rapping, bragging on prostituting. I have a daughter. I remember one of Nicki Minaj's songs. He was taking my kids to school. They may have been 6 or 7, and they played this on the radio about 7:30 in the morning. Every time you want a nut, you Google my ass. I'm like, what the hell? I turned the radio off. I called the radio station. That was on the radio. Every time you want a nut, you Google my ass. But they're pushing it down our throat, and we are accepting it. Now they had some guy dressed up in a damn dress talking about that's paying homage to who was it? Kid Cudi paying homage to somebody.
Kurt Cobain of Nirvana.
Kurt Cobain. Yeah, because how the hell putting on a dress is paying homage to somebody when they committed suicide?
Right. Oh my God.
How? Explain that one. But I remember Big Crit in one of his songs, right? See, they try to hide the rappers that we do have. That's real. Big Crit, Ciroc. You notice they don't even play J. Cole no more, right? They don't play Kendrick Lamar no more, right? But Big Crit was talking. I can't rap, so I can't put it together, but I know he said the reason he couldn't make it because he went down for fucking.
Oh my God.
Point blank.
So he had to come up. So he came out of his pocket, paid $600,000 cash to get out of his record deal. He said they wouldn't push his record because he went down for fucking. Pardon my French on your but you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But the real ones like that, they're gonna hide from us. Like honestly, when was the last time y'all heard Kendrick Lamar? When was the last time you heard a brother like J. Cole, who when he made it, went back and said, you know what? He bought the house that he grew up in. Yeah, he mulatto. He grew up in a black neighborhood, but he bought that house, made sure it was completely fixed, renovated, and gave single black mothers, one of them, every year, you get a year to come stay here rent-free to get on your feet. They don't play them on the radio. He don't get that love like he used to get. Because they want us worrying about the other people like the little babies and the little Waynes and all them. And those type of people ain't gonna ever want to check the people like Derek Chauvin, however the hell you say his name. Now you're the mic.
It's on you, Kamisi.
Yes, sir. To piggyback off what Brother Bacard was just saying, we don't understand that the music business. See, we enjoy the music so much, we don't understand. And same thing with TV and entertainment. See, we are so powerful with our expressions. We, under no matter what the circumstances is, it can be a demonic music industry and everything. We still gonna make it sound good. We still gonna, just like we do chitlins, we gonna just take the hog guts and turn it into a delicacy. We do the same thing with the music business. We enjoy it so much, we forget that this music business is a theater of war. Everything they do, everything these Peckerwoods do, everything they got available, every television, entertainment, everything they make available to you is for war. It's still a theater of war. They're not going to just leave it out there for us to just, because if that's the case, we wouldn't be making trap music. We wouldn't be talking about drugs and killing. This isn't what's naturally coming from black people's souls. So we don't understand it's a theater of war. And we need to, be serious about that and start controlling the flow of what goes into the ears of our people. We have to be just as serious about that as we are about the water we drink and the food we eat. We need to be serious about controlling that. When people see that when black men, they never did want to play J. Cole. By the way, they never did want to play Kendrick Lamar. They didn't like playing them. They was doing them, and they knew that they would just play them. They'll play one conscious person at a time and flood the market with so much negative stuff. That's how they do. By the way, rest in peace to Shock G of Digital Underground. You know.
Yeah, rest in peace. Definitely, rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't want that intelligence. No, they never do. Because it's a theater of war. It's not in their interest to have intelligent rappers. That's not in their interest for black people to be intelligent and feel good about themselves. They had enough. It was going down like that in the late 80s and the early 90s, and finally they said enough. You know, they said enough. The corporate folks said enough. We're going to flood this shit with guns, drugs, alcohol, and they've been on, and the pedal's been to the floor ever since. What was you gonna say, brother guy?
Oh. No. I'm listening.
Yeah, they've been going full throttle on our minds. So they, you know, the day that we become serious enough about all of this stuff, you know, because they don't think we ever gonna get off the drugs. I'm talking about the entertainment drugs. It's like a drug. I can tell you that. I mean, it's like, I can tell you that I was an ex-TV addict, and I'm still a music addict, but I'm just more controlled about what I listen to. I listen to a lot of things. Hey, everything I grew up listening to wasn't healthy. Everything wasn't healthy. I listened to some shit that, you know, that I look back on some things that maybe it wasn't so good. A lot of those TV shows definitely were not healthy. I mean, we enjoy them because, like I said, we make it be just this the essence of us. Goodness comes from us. Even under the most shittiest circumstances, we're going to take the wicked music industry. We'll take the wicked entertainment industry and make it so damn good. Good Times. We enjoyed watching Good Times because Esther Rose, damn, I don't forgot his damn name. John Amos, Jimmy Walker. Hey, they made us love. Hey, it's only natural that we love ourselves. But if you really look at the show, we weren't in control of the show. But if you really look at the show and its contents, the shit was bullshit. It was very destructive, very fucked up. So yeah, we enjoy. It's almost like crack. We enjoyed hitting the pipe. We enjoyed. Of course we're gonna come back and watch every episode of Good Times. That's us. But ultimately, it's a theater of war. It's a theater of war. If you don't look back on those shows as much as you love them, see, I'm not disrespecting John Amos. I'm not disrespecting Esther Roll. I'm not disrespecting Jimmy Walker. See, I'm dissing this damn industry. And what I'm saying is it's a theater of war. Same thing with the rappers. When I'm talking about the rappers, I don't know those young men personally. I don't know Kodak Black and all of that. I just know the images they putting out are fucked up. No matter how much we might like the music. You know? We need to, it's like a drug. It's just like a crack. To a crack addict, the crack is killing them. Hey, but to the crack user, while he's using it, hey, this is good. It's killing him. But while he's using it, apparently he likes it. It's something about it that goes to the pleasure centers of his brain that makes him like it. Same thing with this music in industry. We can't just sit back and let it do what it do. We need to take control of it. We need to say no to this filth. I don't care how good it sounds. I don't care how dope the beats might be. We need to stop chilling on it and saying, well, each generation is going to have their specialty. No, that's not what's going on. This is a theater of war. That's what I'm saying. And we should get serious about that. Don't let these damn trashy ass damn songs in your house. Take control, parents. It's your house. That's your domain. And people say they're going to get this music anyway. Yeah, let them get it out there. Don't let them get it where they live. Give them the alternative. If you give them the alternative enough, they might fuck around and decide that, you know what, Mom, your music is better. This shit is better than this shit I'm listening to. I'm tired of being called a bitch all the damn time. Put the clean glass in up there. Put the right programming in your home. Let's drive this bullshit out. And we all, you know what, Bakari, I'm gonna start doing that. By golly, I'm gonna hound the damn station. These motherfuckers gonna learn my name. I'm gonna start calling every time I hear some stupid. The problem is I don't listen to the radio, so I'm gonna start listening to it. Every time I hear something stupid, I'm gonna call up. And we need to do that. We need to flood them.
You ain't gonna
tell
ever
them we
stop
don't
calling.
want that shit.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but you ain't gonna ever stop calling. If every time you listen to it, you hear something stupid, you gonna call. Your phone, you just might as well. You just gonna stay on hold the whole while you listening. Because every time a song come on, you gonna.
But that's what I'm gonna do. We need to do that though. We need to do that. We need to go in shifts. One shift come on call, the next shift come on call. Really, because they don't believe that we'll ever get serious. They don't think the world ain't gonna take us serious until we get serious. That's the truth, man. The world ain't gonna take black people serious until we show them that we serious. By the way, I would like to salute Team Black for showing up for that brother. Showing up for that brother that the army dude was fucking with while he was walking through his own neighborhood. That's what's up. That's what I was just saying. That's what we need to do for all these motherfuckers, all these people who offend us, all these people. We need that. The guy that shot the 15-year-old girl. We need to show up at his house. We need to show up at their house every time. Straight up house calls every time. We got to start showing that we're serious. They'll believe we're serious. See, on the internet, yeah, we're saying the right things. There are a lot of good channels we did, and this is a start. I'm not knocking YouTube channels. I'm like, for God's sake, let black folk have something. What I'm saying is, shit, let's just don't stop. Don't stop the YouTube channels. I'm not shaming no YouTube channels. Let it rock. Now we need to drop some action on it because that is what they don't expect. They don't expect our butts to show up. They look, we serious. When we say stop. Let's stop underestimating our power, black men, and calling ourselves kings, but then we don't want to do king shit. You know, we say every time we say we kings, there's a white man saying, "Yeah, right, prove it." Yeah, we'll prove it. We don't just prove it on the basketball court in the football field. We'll prove it by showing up at your damn doorstep. We'll prove it by showing up in places you fucking with our children. We'll show the hell up. We'll prove it right there. We need to be in these school buildings. It's time for us to bring our ass to the damn school building because all manner of fuckery goes on there, and it ain't worth a damn for us to keep hearing about it after the day of psychological. Some of these children feel like they feel, and I remember myself sometimes coming home from school feeling abused. Nobody put their hands on you, but you feel psychologically abused. I don't know if you've ever been targeted by teachers before, but I have. And we as black men, we all have. We just don't talk about this shit. Teachers target our black ass, don't they? Shit, right. It ain't no damn joke. And that's why if I had I can't have children. I ain't saying I can't have children. What I'm saying is, if I got children in the public food system, it's gonna be problems. I'm stepping down there. They're gonna know me. Any of you do that shit that was done to me, it's gonna be problems. It ain't gonna stop at this damn school. I got your goddamn addresses too. Seriously. Don't fuck with my children. Point blank. They're here for an education, and if they get anything short of an education, anything else out of the way, out of the line, you gonna see me. That's how we got to get, y'all. That's what I'm saying. We got to get serious and do it like that. I yield the mic.
That's powerful, man. Y'all both of y'all brothers Y'all spoke that real, man, and that's what we need. And again, I want to say this. I want to stress this. We should never do things alone. And I was telling Brother Bakari how he went down and checked that white boy at that checked that one of them Antifa boys. He should have been down there by himself. You should have had some soldiers with him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We should never be alone. It's not a one-man job. Okay? It's not a one-man job. When you had Brother Bakari said that he told his son, take your it should be multiple brothers that thought that same way, be like, yeah, that's right. That's right. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You say you do anything to him, you do things to all of us.
That's right.
And all this coming down to someone's house, that's one thing. No, break some windows.
That's right.
Take them out the house. They don't want to come out, you get them out of there.
Word up.
Sometimes we might have to say, we have to have this I don't give a fuck attitude. Because we do that to our own people. Or we don't have no problem riding on our own people. All this black on black. I'm tired of hearing that. But George Zimmerman is still alive.
Real talk.
So I don't want to hear that. Like I said, with these guys, they all these threatening. I had dudes threaten me and I'll come see you. I laugh. I said, please do. Here's my address, by the way. Because I want to see how far they would take it. Sometimes I'm at the, and this is not a death wish, but I just want to see how far, because I'm thinking you go hard on somebody that look like you, but then you got George Zimmerman still walking the streets, and he's making money just by killing a black man. And no one says nothing. They don't even, and you notice, ain't no black person even talking about him. I said, damn, y'all scared of him that bad? Y'all scared of him? But like I said, I don't care what they do to these white folks. I'm not satisfied. I still won't be happy. They said, one minute, they said about the whole reparations. First, they said, well, this country will go bankrupt if we give black people reparations. But you send out trillions of dollars worth of stimulus check. So you had the money. All these wealthy white folks, let them pay for it. Let them take the tab. Let them take up the tab. They can pay the taxes. But they lie to us constantly. All these black mayors, these governors, so-called black president that we had didn't mean squat. More black people have died under Barack Obama than any other president. So I'm just trying to figure out where's the change, because that's what black people voted for, change. Where's the change? Like Ice Cube said, one ass whooping and they still won. Black folks don't own nothing. They don't own nothing and they don't run nothing. And why would you want to run somebody else's shit? Have your own stuff. Run your own country. This is not your country. You can say, I tell black people, you can say what you want. This is not your country. Unless you're willing to die for it. Because you're going to have to go to war to end up taking it. I'm just speaking real. I'm just speaking honestly, because we've seen how white people get down. Well, we could take that capital over, and they took it over. Just like that. Just like that. They took it over. They're letting you know they can always do it. Let Trump get back in office again. This is not a game. I'm sick of this. Like I said, like Brother Bakari said, like you said, Kamisi, that they turn strategies into culture. The marching, the protesting, the praying. You know, it's to me, it's all, and you know, and they still adopting all this degeneracy, which is nothing but slave culture. They love a weak black man. They love that. They love to see people like Billy Porter wearing a dress, and he's promoting it. Talking about, well, you know, if a woman can wear pants, how come a black man can't wear a dress? What? We gotta and see. We sit back and we allow these people to talk for us. The white media, they allow these people, these demons, to talk for. That's not my people. They keep pushing this wicked agenda. And again, I always stress this. If they want us to accept the LGBTQ, if they want us to accept this interracial relationships, then show me a president of any president of the United States have families that have interracial families.
Ooh, that's a good
You look at
checkmate.
Joe Biden's family. His family's all white.
Checkmate.
Trump family, his family is all white, and his kids are grown. They're not LGBT. They're not in the interracial. They keep it white, and they keep it strong. While our silly asses, oh, and we want to join it because we think that's the thing. Because they tell us it's okay to accept that stuff, or we look at it as a form of a come up. And then you want to think the world will never respect you. I know the world respect me because I'm gonna demand my respect. I know they respect Kamisi Fox and Brother Bakar because I know because we're strong black men. See, I'm consistent. You will never find me flip-flopping, double talking like some of these Asiatic Negroes out here. Not gonna mention no names, but they know who they are. These ADOS Negroes, these FBA Negroes out here who so-called anti-Africa, you know what I'm saying? They can kick rocks since they love America with the KKK, then you stay over there. You leave me alone. Because those not my people. Just because, like I said, like Chuck D said, every brother ain't a brother. And I'll take it further, every sister ain't a sister. You got women out here because it was done to me. My mother warned me. She said, if a black woman can't have you, and she said she can't have you and she's jealous because you with another woman, they will either get you locked up or get you killed. She told me this. I experienced that. A black woman lying on me because she was jealous because I was with another woman that I really liked. So all this is going on. All this degeneracy mindset, just getting you locked up just because. But you won't get your enemy locked up. And he's raping you every day. So I don't see the fair game. Where's the fair game? You happy because this man was convicted, but not sentenced? You're not happy that he's not gonna serve no football numbers. Your people, black folk were just happy that he was just found guilty. They wasn't happy that he was gonna serve 100 years. I could see if he was serving 100 years that he would never get out of jail. But you were just happy. They were just happy because he just found guilty. So they're going to give you what you want. They're going to take care of their own. This country is not made for you. There are two separate laws. There's a laws for black folks and there's laws for white folks. And their laws protect them. So he goes to jail. He'll serve some time and he'll be treated like a hero. So all these stupid ass memes about some black man going to do something, and they always, again, why you got to put a black man to do that? Oh, he's going to rape this white. Why you got to make us to turn into that sick Greek and Rome crap? Knowing damn well that's not going to happen anyway, because he's going to get locked up as a hero. They're going to protect him. He's going to be a protector. They're going to give him all the things he needs. They're going to make his cell very comfortable. So what did we win? What did we win? We didn't win nothing. But they play on our emotions. They play on, because we are very emotional people. Any little thing that they give us, we happy, like a bunch of slaves. That's all I saw, black people. I just saw slaves, happy. Yeah, master like us now. Things are changing. Al Sharpton, a slave. Because if that was me, I'd have been like, see, a man that's liberated would say, I'm not happy with this. What the hell is this? No, I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. And then we're not even talking about the other officers that was involved. The yellow dude, I say yellow. I'm not going to say Asian. I'm going to call him a yellow man. You don't see him. How much time he's going? See, we don't know how many these other guys going to get. And to me, they're just as guilty. So, you know, we have to really, and I blame, and like a Commissie Fox, I agree with him. I blame the media, I blame the music, but we don't control these things. We got to control. We got to have some sort of. We got to get in touch with these directors and say, look, you got to make our people look good, because you keep making these. You got to making these movies where we end up looking like slaves, mammies, you know, always taking some orders from some white person. And it doesn't matter, or you make it, or you promoting some black woman, some successful black woman with some poor ass white man. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. But I don't blame white people. Let me say this again. I don't blame white people. Actually, I admire them because they're doing what they're supposed to do. You're not going to get mad at a lion for protecting his turf. You go next to a lion, he's going to maul you. So you're going to get mad at the lion? Or you're going to get mad at yourself by going next to that lion? Which one? So you know your enemy, how your enemy works, but you still want to live among them. White people already have like certain, they have these little large clubs that's only for white folks. Like Commissie Fox said, they already have things they're letting you know, hey, this is only for us. Like these LGBT bars. You go to these bars, they always have the flag. They let you know, hey, this is our bar. You come in there, I guess you're one of us. So then you got people, they don't believe in integrating. They're not for everybody. But they trying to make us this is how they weaken us, because they want us to accept everybody. And then you want to know why we be left, we never get anything done, because we worrying about somebody who hate us, or we trying to force somebody to like us, just like, but Hillary Clinton told these Negroes, hey, you're not going to change our hearts. You can't change hearts. You got to change the laws. It takes laws. But you got to make the laws, not them. They're going to make everything stay the same. And I yield the mic.
Hey, brother, Guy in Hollywood Jr., thank you for letting me on your panel, bro. I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna listen offline. Commissioner Fox, I thank you
I'm
for
about
joining.
to wrap up.
Yeah, because I'm gonna listen
Just give me a
offline.
closing statement.
All right, look, I ain't lying, bro. I got about 3 hours of sleep last night. Look, this is your boy, Brother Bakari. Y'all check out my channel, Brother Bakari. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this show right here, God in Hollywood Jr. I thank y'all for listening. I hope you heard something you like. Tell your friends to subscribe and tell their friends to subscribe and subscribe. Brother Guy, once again, man, I thank you and to everybody. Black solidarity. One love. Team Black.
Team Black. Missy Fox is on you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You want me to just make some? I'll just.
Yeah, make your closing. Yeah, you could. You got time. Just make your closing statements and say what say what's on your mind.
Yeah, I wanted to say this, and I agree with what you said, but I just wanted to say this. Like you say, I get respect. Bakari get respect and you get respect because we demand it. But I got a confessional. I get respect. I demand respect as much as I can. But me being by myself, I'm vulnerable. I don't get the respect that I deserve. I got to fight for the respect that I do get. But there's a whole lot of, every day is a test. Every day somebody going to test you. Every day people are going to try to get away with doing something to us. Doing something to us in the way of violating us, violating our rights. Somebody going, there's a lot of things that you can do to us while we are as individuals. This is why black men, so we get judged as a whole. Black men in general, since we don't work together and we don't know how our cohesiveness has been broken, our cohesiveness and cooperation with one another has been turned into competition because we are competing against each other. None of us get the respect that we deserve. There's a certain amount, there's only so much we can do as individuals. If we don't learn to find some cohesiveness and work together and do something as an exercise, like I said, Bakari said he called that station. I'm gonna start calling this station. I'm gonna start doing that. It ain't nothing for me to pick up my phone, call the station. I don't like this goofy music. It ain't nothing for me to pick up my phone, call the station, and say I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want my children to hear this shit. And the more they see us doing that, they'll say, well, finally they'll have to take us seriously. Right. We have to make them take us seriously. We have to move beyond and actually because right now, look, they're not going to take us seriously about this Derek Chauvin trial. You know why I know this? Because I can go ahead and call it, and I call it all the time. By the 4th of July, won't nobody be talking about this. How much you want to bet? Ain't nobody ever going to take us serious as long as we're predictable like that. Everybody knows that we want to hurry up and get them guilty, get this stuff behind us so we can buy our fireworks. Everybody know that's what we want to do. We looking down the road, and we're not going to big up Malcolm X Day. Shout out to Omega Courtney. I saw what you said earlier. That you took your children out to homeschool them. Salute. They're not going to take us seriously until we start doing those things. We finally took our ass down to that school building. The men finally showed up. See, these are things they don't think we're going to do. They don't think we're ever going to get the courage. They think Pookie and Ray Ray, they got warrants. They think we just ain't going, we're going to come up with every excuse not to do it. And we're never going to do anything substantive like that. They don't expect us to move like lions again. And that's the very reason why we need to do it. What you don't expect, make them, these teachers trying to do stuff, because I want to see them. I want to see them. I want to see these motherfuckers. I want them to look me in my fucking eyes I know you ain't down here trying to fuck with these children, are you? You mean you doing something other than fucking teaching? I want you to look me in my motherfucking eyes and tell me you doing something other than teaching. Let me find out you doing anything other than teaching, motherfucker. I swear to God, I'm gonna leave it blank what I'll do to you. That's what I'm gonna leave out. I'm gonna leave with that right now because I'm fired up thinking about this shit right now.
No, I don't blame you.
You can find me at Kamisi Fox, KHAMISI Fox on YouTube. WK2FM.com. World Knowledge the Free Minds, the brainchild of Kamisi Fox and DJ Wicked Wayne. You can find that online. And thanks for having me, brother guy.
Anytime, my brother. And definitely subscribe to my brother Kamisi Fox. Definitely. You know, so if you haven't subscribed to Brother Bakari, subscribe to him too. I want to thank you, Kamisi Fox, for coming through, man. I want to give a shout out to Brother Bakari. I want to give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to Mega Courtney, Wig Williams, Email Undefeatable, Cool Cutter Channel. Who else? KW Dawn 7, my girl Deborah, Catch a Light by Faith. Who else? Oh, my sister Raw. And Newly. Who else? I'm not missing. My girl Erica Howard. I want to thank all of y'all for coming through. Thanks y'all for giving them thumbs up. This has been a powerful program, and I want to definitely. And I also want to say this before I go. Take off on Malcolm X Day. Take off on Malcolm X Day. Take off on Garvey's Day. Take off on your hero's day.
Okay? Can I say something, brother guy? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Don't just take off. Let's do the same thing we do on Christmas. Give gifts. Celebrate. Pump it up like you do them goofy ass Christmas and Easter. Out. Let Malcolm X Day outshine goddamn Christmas.
Like the fireworks.
Damn right. Like the motherfucking fireworks. Buy a bunch of shit. Give to your people. Right. Don't treat our shit don't treat Malcolm like he's no motherfucking sideshow, like he's second to some goddamn Santa Claus. Big up Malcolm, goddamn it, or don't do it at all. Don't play with us, man.
That's right.
I just had to say that, brother guy.
You're right. You're right. Like those fireworks. Let's go out there and really celebrate. Have a parade. We gotta make it big. We gotta make it big. That man didn't die for nothing. Marcus Garvey, he didn't die for nothing. Malcolm X was the Nation of Islam, not Elijah Muhammad. That's why nobody don't talk about him. He became bigger than the president. So we're gonna celebrate his day. We're gonna celebrate. I went down to his Kamisi Fox. I think it was 2014. They had a homage for Malcolm, and there was a lot of people was there. I might show it. Probably I might do a video on Malcolm X. Well, show me pictures. I was one of the so-called guardians around the burial, and they put the Pan-African flag over. It was really nice, beautiful how they did it. So I definitely I was honored to participate in a ceremony like that. So it was good. It was good. I think Professor Smalls was there. A lot of I met that guy, what's his name? Dr. Jeffries or something. I forgot his name. Leonard Jeffries. Mm-hmm. I met him in person. He was there. I took a picture with him. So yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony, man, and I'm glad I was part of that. And it was free, just because I knew they was having it. So I said, let me just go. I went on 125th Street, and they drove us over there. So it was really nice, really nice.
That's awesome. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna share that to the people. I'm definitely gonna share that because it was something that it was very emotional, very emotional. So, but again, yeah, I agree. Let's big up our heroes, man. Let's big them up. take off the day. Don't worry about your white boss. Just say, I'm taking off. That's it. Your white boss don't have to learn. Be unapologetic. Stop caring, because if you got to worry about your job, then you don't have a job. You don't have a job. Look, I'm taking off.
That's deep, real talk.
I'm taking off. You know what I'm saying? Stop caring what these white people say. That's the thing. We always care about what these white folks are. Oh, what they think. Oh, if I take off, they might say something, or they may look. Who cares? They could do whatever they want. They don't give a damn how you feel about it. They like, what you want? What you think? You got a problem? No, you do the same thing. Take off. Because when they come to their holidays, they take off, and they expect everybody to take off. So you take off. Respect your heroes.
And at the same time, stop. When Christmas come around, go to work. Shit. When Christmas Day come, I want to work Christmas goddamn day, because the day don't mean shit to me. Piss on them days. Fuck Easter. Valentine's.
Celebrate Kwanzaa too. Celebrate Kwanzaa. That's part of us too. Celebrate that shit.
Pick up ours and stop theirs.
Huh?
Yeah, pick up our holidays and drop theirs. Do them simultaneously.
Yeah. It's like I said, or just be fair with it. You want to celebrate that? Celebrate the same way. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be fair with it, because my thing is like, whatever you do, be fair with it. Be fair.
White supremacy ain't fair. But I don't shit. Damn fair. Drop they shit. Go all the way. We done done they shit long enough. This country has totally disrespected us. Fuck their goofy ass holidays. Fuck Saint Nick and whoever else they come up with. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck all them goofy ass holidays and anybody who likes it. No compromise on this shit, man.
Word. That's real talk. That's real talk. Well, guys, I just want to say thank y'all for coming through. I want to say peace and love. Until next time, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace, Team Black.